Oh, this is really in frame, isn't it? Hi friends, welcome back to the rabbit hole. Today's video is going to be just a fun video. I decided I would share with you all of the products that I have very recently repurchased. Let me tell you all honestly, I need a really fun video today. This is going to be a video about products that I have repurchased with my own money, so this is going to be a video that leans very positively since I decided to rebuy these products. I want to say that before we get into this video because in general I try to really be objective about products, to talk about the pros and the cons, and not to make every video that I put out just a, you all need to buy this. Not that that's how this video is going to be either. I'm not suddenly going to change in that sense, but it's going to be a video that leans more positively. I just really need this in this moment. For those of you who may not know, I am an LGBT person living in the state of Florida. I guess some people actually don't know that. I did get a comment once, in fact one of my favorite comments, where someone said they thought every time I talked about Ara that I was talking about my cat. I love that. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of been pretty emotional over here lately. There's even layers to it. If you want to know how deep the rabbit hole goes, and you are already in the rabbit hole, let me tell you really quickly about one of the schools that I attended. I'm just the kind of person that keeps my degrees in a drawer as opposed to putting them on display. I don't know why. But anyway, here's one of them. This school has been in the news a lot lately. I feel like I want to talk about all this, but not yet, because it's going to really take a lot of processing everything that's happening. I really need to do that part first. So it's a lot lately. It's really a lot lately. So we are just going to have a fun video today talking about great products. Seem like a plan to you? It does to me. I promise this is actually going to be a small video, but I did buy some Bodycare, and Bodycare takes up a lot of space, doesn't it? I got in my rituals order just a couple days ago, and Ara went out and picked it up. She picks up the box and she says, meow, 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 which translates to, what did you order, Alice? Yeah, Bodycare is heavy, and there was a candle in there, so yes, huge box, but not really that much stuff. Where we actually should start this video is with skincare, so let me start with some COSRX items. So in this month of re-reviews, I've asked you all what brands you would want to see re-reviewed, and unfortunately I have to admit I can't do most of those because I'm just not ready to. But I've been loving the requests, so I think I'm going to do a similar theme to this down the road. Next month I want to do Manyo. I think I want to do Torridon still also. But we're going to do that next month, and in the future we are going to redo COSRX, but I have to try some more products. I've decided I want to try the new serums that I've heard a lot of buzz about. And you all saw I recently bought the BHA Blackhead Power Liquid. I'm actually loving that. I don't think I expected that I was going to love that as much as I do, but I'm really liking it so far. I want to try it a little longer. I also repurchased the AHA BHA Clarifying Treatment, which I had in a mini, so it was really surprising to get this in a mist format, and then I read the directions and they say to take the mister and spray a cotton pad. I may have read those directions after spraying it onto my face a couple of times. And then I also bought another Propolis Synergy Toner. I really like this one. I really like it. I don't know if it belongs in my absolute favorites, but I do really like it. I think it's a very deeply hydrating product. I think we had that in the top hydrating products, right? So I do really like this one. Anyway, long story short, COSRX re-review, not coming soon, but down the road. I repurchased another Stradia Essentials kit because we are going to do Stradia before the month ends. I absolutely love this little brand so much, but I didn't want to commit to repurchasing full sizes of, in particular, the Soft Touch AHA. I am, as you all know, pretty sensitive to AHA ingredients, so I thought I would just go for this kit instead. I do want to give this another go, but I gotta be careful with AHAs. So the mini just seems like the right place for me. I know I love the Velvet Cleansing Milk, but again, I have a lot of cleanser. It's just, cleanser and moisturizer are the two things that accumulate out of control in my collection. I end up having to give away some products that I love from those categories just because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with cleanser and moisturizer, but I think they They might reproduce in my collection when I turn my back. That's my very scientific conclusion. I do want to buy another full size of liquid gold. I'm running pretty low on it, but I'm also waiting for Interface to come back in stock. I had just made the decision to repurchase Stradia's Interface, and it was at the exact same time they started sending out those emails that were like, we're so sorry, we can't make Interface right now, we don't have access to, I think it was, is it one of the peptide ingredients? Some ingredient they can't get their hands on right now. And I was going, oh, why didn't I just buy this 1 week ago? As such, I'm going to hold off to make a bigger Stradia order, but I love that company so much. That is also going to be a video that leans more positive, so we'll probably do that one pretty soon too. My recent bubble haul. So go figure, I did buy another Daydream serum. Funny enough, I have not yet started using this because, and I cannot believe this, but I recently received PR from Claire's. From Claire's, they actually sent me their new freshly juiced vitamin charging serum, and this is what I've been using right now. Hold on, let me go. Ooh, it looks so pretty on camera. I have been using this, so I'm going to go grab it from my bathroom. See, I'm actually shocked that Claire's sent me any PR because you may recall, I do like some products from Claire's. I love the Midnight Blue cream, but I did not like their first vitamin C. I actually had a really bad experience with it, whereas this one, I don't think this is going to oxidize in the same way as their original vitamin C. I was thinking more about this, and I was thinking how it kind of is unfair to Claire's in that I think the company I bought the original 5% vitamin C from did not do a good job of keeping the product stored properly. I suspect they had it in a hot warehouse so that when I received it, it was already oxidized. And I got to thinking about how that's kind of unfair to the company, but at the same time, if you sell an L-ascorbic acid product, I feel like you might have to really be on your retailers making sure that they are storing your product correctly. L-ascorbic acid is tricky. Anyway, that's all to tell you, this is not L-ascorbic acid. This is 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, niacinamide, some lemon extract, not the oil in here, as well as orange and grapefruit, but it's going well for me so far. I will update you further on that. Anyway, that's the vitamin C I'm using right now, but I do not want to run out of Daydream. This one works really well for me. And let me reiterate this time, because I forgot to say this in my empties video, Daydream is not the same as L-ascorbic acid. Obviously, it's a vitamin C derivative, just like 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, but Daydream uses sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is a very interesting and appealing vitamin C derivative if you deal with acne, because there are studies that have compared it to benzoyl peroxide, and I keep saying that it compared in that study, but actually it kind of was better in that study. It showed the same level of effectiveness towards acne, but with less irritation. Did I run through that too quickly? If so, feel free to check out my vitamin C and vitamin C derivatives video. So I did buy one other product from Bubble, and that is their super clear 2% salicylic acid serum. You know, again, I think what's going on with me and Bubble is that it's such an affordable brand, and yet these products are really replacing much more expensive products for me. Prior to this, it was the Tula Acne Cleared Up Gel, and prior to this, I don't know what my favorite vitamin C was. I think it took me a while to find my favorite vitamin C, but I definitely have one now. Let's do Bodycare next because, again, as already mentioned, it's big and it's taking up a whole lot of space. So I'm so predictable in everything other than skincare. It's so funny. I know about probably 2 years ago I talked about how my top 2 body care brands were Kopari as well as Rituals, and it hasn't changed. And also the Butters Hygienics. No, my 3 favorites are still my 3 favorites. So go figure, I made another Rituals order, and I think this is the only part of the video where I do actually have a little bit of inner conflict. So let me tell you about what I found out when I went on the Rituals website. So I like Rituals hand soap. I have been buying Rituals hand soap for years now, and I loved past tense, that they had this refill system. So here's what the refills look like. You could buy this big bag, and you would use that to refill, where's the soap? To refill the bottles. Now here's the thing, as somebody who's bought this for years, the bottles themselves are just kind of, it's just plastic. So eventually they do kind of just die. They just kind of wear out in the edges. I don't know why or how, but it just happens over time. So while the refills are a good idea, you will at some point have to repurchase the regular packaging. However, it seems that Rituals has done away with the refills. I don't understand it. I mean, this is less plastic than to buy a new bottle every time. And I loved this attribute. I loved being able to refill this. So why are we doing away with this, Rituals? Anyway, I got this on clearance. These were both on clearance if you are interested in these, but it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be back on the website, and I'm sad about that. I don't know, it feels like another one of those steps towards more sustainability, but then it's rescinded, so it's now a step backwards. I don't know, it's so hard to shop sustainably. Let me show you about how I got greenwashed buying non-beauty at all. So I needed a new comforter, and I saw this one says sustainably made on it. Well, that certainly gives away what company I bought from. Sustainably made, great. So I went for it. It is a 100% polyester. It's a comforter. It's a 100% polyester comforter. And I don't know, maybe I was just thinking when I bought it, oh, it might be recycled. Do you want to know what this tag actually says? It says, this product was made with sustainability in mind. So like, were y'all thought about sustainability? Just like thought about, did you meditate about it? Using eco-friendly materials whenever possible. So was it just not possible and you were like, we're gonna go with polyester? It's just kind of like, you try, and it sort of feels like, man, all my efforts were in vain. You know, I had this favorite refillable hand soap that's now not refillable. It's so, I don't want to get myself too defeated though, because I think it is important to continue to work towards sustainability, even if really probably the best way to do that is to buy less. But see, that's the thing, now that I have this comforter, I don't feel like it's going to last that long just from the way it feels. I would have rather purchased a real higher quality one with a sustainability tag or not, that would last longer so I don't have to repurchase as much. Anyway, learn from my mistakes. I also do love this product from Rituals. I love their foaming shower gels so much. This is what I use to shave. They had, again, they had a good sale going on the Rituals website. And they had this Good Fortune set wherein you get a candle, the foaming shower gel, foaming shower gel, and a body cream. Now to see if I'll actually light my candles, though. I'm kind of bad about candles because deep down I'm a bit of a nervous personality. Again, another part of me I try to hide. So if I do light a candle, I will sit there the entire time it's burning. I will not walk away. If I'm going to walk away, do I have to go to the bathroom? That candle's getting blown out. A couple of hair care items. You may have seen me talk about this one on Instagram. The Olaplex Clarifying Shampoo. This is my favorite clarifying shampoo. And by the way, I'm funny with Olaplex. I've tried quite a few of their products, but there's really only two that I love. The Go Figure Clarifying Shampoo, and probably also Go Figure the number 3. I feel like because my red has faded so much, you might think this is really harsh on color, but it's actually not. It's just that red dyes do not last. They do not last. I will say I've tried other clarifying shampoos that feel a lot more stripping. A lot more stripping. This one is actually gentle. It's not harsh on my blonde hair. It is harsh on my red because every shampoo is harsh on reds. Meanwhile, at the other end of the dye spectrum, purples and blues, those hang out in your hair forever. I'm telling y'all, red dyes, they pop over, they have a couple of your nachos, say hi to everybody, and then leave. My other hair care repurchase is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Biotin Dry Shampoo. I don't think I thought that I was going to love this as much as I do. It is non-aerosol. And I was so into aerosol dry shampoos that I couldn't imagine using a powder like this. But I'm so glad I decided to give it a go. I decided to try it because this thing right here has saved me so much money. It is just amazing how much longer one of these bottles lasts versus any aerosol dry shampoo. It is just weeks versus months. I feel like it's no secret at this point that I love Revlon, but can I confess to you that I don't know what I think of Revlon? Okay, let me explain it like this. So, if somebody says the brand name COSRX, my brain immediately pictures the 96 Essence, immediately. If you say Olaplex, I picture the number 3. If you say Revlon, I picture a hazy cloud in which you can kind of make out, oh, I like that brand, written in the haze. I have a very visual mind, okay? And I feel like it's so funny, it kind of is what I think a lot of the problem with Revlon is. I think they don't have a good brand identity, which I think is why, possibly part of the reason, why, they had to file for bankruptcy. It's not the type of bankruptcy that means they're going out of business, but it does mean that they were struggling. I don't know if I can explain this well, obviously. I am not a lawyer. But anyway, I love Revlon, so I'm happy they're hanging on. I repurchased another one of these Color Stay Cream eyeshadows. This time I bought Caramel. I'm wearing one of these today. Cherry Blossom shade. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love these so much. They're just so easy to use. The reality with eyeshadow is, sometimes I'm in the mood for spending 20 minutes playing around with a super fun eyeshadow palette, and sometimes I don't have that time, and that's when these are just perfect. They even have a little brush in the packaging, although, in all truth, it comes right here. I don't really use it. I really just apply these with my fingers. And then I also bought another micro brow pencil. I had the shade, one of the blondes, and it was just a little bit too warm. Let me open this. I've not opened this one yet. We'll see if this is too warm. It's 453 soft brown. It still looks kind of warm. Maybe I can pull it off though, especially since my hair is pink now. And then I am wearing this one today. I bought another of the Color Stay eyeliners. This time I bought Jade. Can you see the green under my eyes? I've been really digging pink and green as a color combo. So I love these pencils. You actually get a little sharpener built into the end, which is great for you to get some precision every time you apply your eyeliner. All right, there we go. Sharpened it back to a tip, so it's real easy to work with. And then you also get a smudger. So you have your pencil side and then your smudger. It's super easy to work with, and they're so nice. So hang in there, Revlon. People just have to discover you. You gotta come up with a brand identity, though. You need a hero product, Revlon. And my friends, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope it was fun. I feel a little more upbeat, a little bit. It's always fun to talk about stuff we love. Feel free to share in the comments some of your favorite products. Feel free to talk about what products do you repurchase, what are products that you just cannot go without. And that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all next time.